Dhan Guru Nanak, Dhan Guru Nanak, Dhan Guru Nanak. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Today we will be reading Transformation of Egoistic Consciousness, Afterthoughts, Part 1. God is one, without a second. God is immanent in his divine attributes of grace, glory, light, power, compassion, kindness, joy, bliss, love. In his grace, he created the vast cosmos in which the universal drama is being played by individual entities. To give these individuals the sense of separate entities and to work and compete in the vast cosmic drama, the awareness or consciousness of ego was introduced. The ego is like the subtle filament through which the electric current passes and works. Therefore, ego is an instrument for the projection, expression, and manifestation of the divine will to create, maintain, sustain, run, and govern the vast cosmic drama. Darkness has no existence of its own. It exists in the absence of light and fades away in its presence. Similarly, ego has no existence of its own. It is the nescience of God consciousness. Therefore, the existence of ego depends on the illusion of our consciousness. When our consciousness is illuminated by the divine light of our soul, this illusion of our ego fades away spontaneously. Human mind works on two different planes of consciousness. 1, egoistic consciousness in the cosmic plane, and 2, spiritual consciousness in the divine realm. On the egoistic plane, we are conscious of our separate identity as apart from God. This duality of our ego self is expressed in I-ness of individuals. These separate entities have different, variant, and divergent interests, ideas, thoughts, understanding, feelings, idiosyncrasies, sentiments, opinions, beliefs, convictions, faith. These different individual interests and beliefs are bound to create differences, clashes, conflicts, opposition, controversy, ill will, envy, jealousy, avarice, enmity, quarrels. This ego self is demonstrated in I-ness in various forms such as I think, I understand, I learn, I teach, I feel, I work, I rest, I act, I eat, I drink, and in all our thoughts and activities. This I-ness creates the instinct of possessiveness in the expression of my-ness, my body, my opinion, my dignity, my husband, my wife, my children, my house, my country, my community, my religion, my God, and so on and so forth. It is the ego of me which feels slighted, ignored, dishonored, insulted, ridiculed, cheated, bullied, hurt at the slightest provocation. These feelings inflame and fan the fuel of baser instincts of ego self, which incite resentment, criticism, dislike, protest, hatred, repulsion, indignation, opposition, confrontation, enmity, revenge. These depraved, malicious, egoistic thoughts, emotions, and actions breed doubt, misunderstanding, suspicion, envy, jealousy, avarice, bitterness, repulsion, ill will, allergy in our mind, and generate in our ego self differences, dissension, friction, conflict, confrontation, aggrandizement, revenge, hostilities, quarrels, wars. In fact, the whole humanity, individually and collectively, is deeply involved in this pernicious egoistic quagmire. In such depraved, corrupt, and vicious environments prevailing and pervading all over the world, humanity is being brutally grinded in the materialistic clutches of Maya and suffers from unhappiness, restlessness, tension, worries, misery, agony, and consequently feel lonely, betrayed, forsaken, desolate, fearful, apprehensive, terrified, panicky, bleeding, groaning. These feelings pervade our hearts, intelligence, understanding, thinking, emotions, dealings, decisions, thus engulfing our homes, communities, societies, religions, countries, nations, universe. And this dilemma is pervading and engulfing the whole humanity in spite of our boastful, developed intelligence, scientific achievements, modern civilization, profound preachings, numerous scriptures, various religions. In spite of various well-intentioned institutions of social reforms, temperance societies, religious institutions, academic universities, scientific research institutions, august bodies like UNO, etc. The overall condition of the world is getting more and more complicated, confused, confounded, insecure, pitiable, hopeless, precarious. Therefore, it is quite obvious that all our efforts to reduce and eliminate human degeneration have been of little or no avail. This is because we have been beating about the bush and have failed to diagnose the basic, insidious, universal malady of ego consciousness.